While there are so many TV shows that get a lot of attention, like Game of Thrones, The Walking Dead, and The Handmaid's Tale, along with many others that most people know about, there's a lot of underrated TV shows that get overlooked by many that should be more popular than they are. So we've decided to come up with a list of the top 10 most underrated TV shows that are available to watch right now. While some of these TV series have loyal viewers and have received positive reviews from critics, to qualify, they must have not received a lot of mainstream press or gained widespread popularity. These will be counted down in order based on their rating on IMDB. Coming up next on Tech Gumbo. Starting off our countdown at number 10 is the American crime drama series Sneaky Pete, with an IMDb rating of 8.3 out of 10. This Amazon original series was created by Bryan Cranston and David Shore. Giovanni Ribisi stars in the series as a released convict that takes on the identity of a former cellmate to avoid his past life. He's surrounded by an excellent cast, including Margot Martindale and Bryan Cranston, who plays a vicious gangster. The series picks up the pace as you move through the first season, with the final few episodes being action-packed. Season 1 of Sneaky Pete is available now and has been renewed by Amazon for a second season. In at number 9 is the Netflix original series Ozark, with a rating of 8.4. This American crime drama thriller stars Jason Bateman as a Chicago-based financial advisor. After a money laundering scheme goes wrong with a Mexican drug lord, desperate measures are taken to preserve his family and life. He's forced to relocate his family to a resort community in the Missouri Ozarks. In addition to having to fend off the cartel, he and his family also end up having confrontations with the locals in their new community. The first season is available to watch right now. Ozark has been renewed by Netflix for a second season. Coming in at number 8 with a rating of 8.5 is the British-American historical time travel drama Outlander, which airs on the Starz network. The series starts out by following a married World War II nurse in 1945, who finds herself transported back to the Scotland of 1743. This is where she encounters a Highland warrior and becomes embroiled in uprisings and rebellions. Admittingly, it will be difficult for most of you to get into this series because the pacing can be slow at times, which is what you'd expect from a period drama. But if you can make it through episode 6 of the first season, you'll most likely be hooked. The third season just wrapped up on Starz. Outlander has been renewed for a fourth season. In the number 7 spot is Godless, with a rating of 8.5. This American Western drama is a limited series on Netflix. Godless is about a menacing outlaw played by Jeff Daniels and his gang that are on a mission to get revenge on a former protege. They end up in an isolated mining town in New Mexico governed primarily by women. For fans of TV westerns, you'll find great acting and writing along with gorgeous landscapes. Because Godless is a limited series that concludes the storyline in the final episode, there likely won't be a second season. Coming in at number 6 on our list is Legion, with a rating of 8.5. This American series, created for the FX network, is based on a Marvel's X-Men character diagnosed with schizophrenia, who discovers he has special powers after a strange event. The acting and writing in Legion are superb, with high production standards. Early on in the first season, the storyline can be a little confusing, but makes more sense as the season progresses. This is one of the best Marvel series that you can watch on TV. It might even make you forget the utter disaster of Iron Fist. Season 2 of Legion is set to debut in April of 2018. Vikings, with a rating of 8.6, comes in at number 5 on our list. This historical drama, created for the History Channel, premiered in 2013. The series is inspired by the tales of the Norsemen of early medieval Scandinavia and loosely follows the exploits of a legendary Viking chieftain, his crew, family, and descendants. As you would expect, Vikings has plenty of scheming, carnage, and pillaging to keep those of you into this genre entertained. Vikings has completed 5 seasons that you can watch now. The series has been renewed for a 6th season. Taking the number 4 spot is Taboo, with an overall rating of 8.6. This British drama initially premiered on BBC One in the UK and can also be seen on the FX network in the US. The series stars Tom Hardy, whose character returns from Africa to England following the death of his father. Upon returning, he gets embroiled in a war with the East India Company. At times, this show can be quite bizarre, and that's not a bad thing. If you're a fan of the series Peaky Blinders, in which Hardy also appears, I can almost guarantee you that you'll enjoy this show too. BBC One and FX have renewed Taboo for a second season. Next up is the American crime drama Mindhunter, which comes in at number 3 with a rating of 8.6. This Netflix original is based on the true crime book Mindhunter inside the FBI's elite serial crime unit. The series is set in the year 1977 and focuses on the early days of criminal profiling and psychology. It revolves around 2 FBI agents along with a psychologist. They interview imprisoned serial killers in order to understand how they think, with the hopes of applying this knowledge to solve ongoing cases. You can catch Season 1 of Mindhunter on Netflix right now. It's been renewed for a second season. In the runner-up spot, coming in at number 2, is Better Call Saul, with a rating of 8.7. This American crime drama, created by Vince Gilligan and Peter Gould, is a spin-off prequel of Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul follows the story of a small-time lawyer named Jimmy McGill, played by Bob Odenkirk. The series starts off 6 years prior to his first appearance on Breaking Bad as Saul Goodman. Many of the familiar characters you know from Breaking Bad also appear in the series. Having garnered plenty of critical acclaim and being a great show on its own, the viewership average is less than half of what Breaking Bad garnered in its final season. Albeit, Breaking Bad did not do very well in the ratings either until its last couple seasons. Perhaps people are overlooking Better Call Saul because it's a spin-off prequel. Regardless, it's an underrated show that deserves more viewers. The third season that just aired in 2017 had amazing moments that rivaled those found in Breaking Bad. If you haven't watched the 3 seasons of Better Call Saul yet, you have time to get caught up. The 4th season doesn't premiere until September of 2018. Before we get to the top pick, here are some honorable mentions that may be worth your time to watch. Preacher, The Deuce, Humans, Power, Into the Badlands, Alias Grace, The Sinner, and American Gods. In the top spot, at number 1, is Peaky Blinders, with a rating of 8.8. Although it's popular in many regions of the world, it still hasn't found mainstream popularity here in the United States. This British action crime drama airs on BBC Two in the UK and can be found on Netflix in other regions, including the US. Peaky Blinders follows the exploits of the Peaky Blinders gang and their ambitious leader, Thomas Shelby, in post-World War I England as they expand their criminal empire. The writing, acting, editing, costume design, and cinematography all receive high grades. 4 seasons are available to watch right now. It's going to be a long wait for Season 5, which won't premiere until 2019. That concludes this list. Thanks for watching. What is your favorite TV show that you think more people should be watching? Let us know in the comments. And if you haven't done so already, click on that subscribe button and then select the bell notification icon to be instantly notified of more top 10 lists and other tech-related stuff from Tech Gumbo.